Everybody, you know who it is. It's your boy Ruben. New week, new video. And we're going to just kind of dive right into it. Actually, before we do that, the Jaguars have gone ahead and selected the teal uniform or the teal jersey as their primary color, which I'm happy about. I've always thought teal is our primary color. It's just that they've been wearing black, and I've always been a fan of the black uniform, the black on black. But it's gotten to a point where I'm like, we almost never see the teal jersey anymore. So I'm happy to see that the teal is the primary. I hope they don't completely do away with the black on black. I did like it a lot, and we'll see where that goes. I'm not the biggest fan of the teal on white. I know a lot of people like the traditional teal on white. I like the teal on black the most. So hopefully, I like the whole coordination with the black pants and the teal jersey, but it's got the black on the sleeves and the collar. So I mean, I like the way it coordinates better than the teal on white. So that's just my preference, but we'll see. And I don't want to waste too much time on that because it's exactly what the Jaguars wanted, was to kind of distract us from what has been a debacle for the last week. And that debacle is Urban Meyer's already struck with his BS. And I'm just going to say it, Urban Meyer is arrogant to the point that it makes him a complete dumbass. And let me explain why. You know, I'm you guys, if you've seen the other video, because I had a whole video where I questioned, yes, he's a winner, but I questioned who he was as a human being and as a man, and whether that's good enough for me. And obviously you could say, who am I? But it's my video, so I'm gonna voice my opinion however the hell I want. So with that being said, I'm big on integrity when it comes to just being a man in general. And so what we have here is a situation where I'm not even going to try to delve too deep into just the racial components of the situation, right? And maybe I've gone on too long. And for those that might not know what I'm talking about the hiring of Chris Doyle, the Iowa strength coach that was unceremoniously let go by the Iowa football program due to allegations of racial bias and other, you know, racially insensitive, motivated behaviors. So Iowa let him go. They settled for $1 million. They basically paid him $1 million to go away. So there was an investigation, FYI. And then upon, you know, whatever the results of that investigation, the school found that it's just best to pay him to go away. Now, a lot of people, again, I'm trying not to get too deep into the racial component of it. If you guys want me to delve a little deeper into it, I can. Just leave your questions. And you know what? Feel free to put your own questions, comments, and comment it. And let's start a dialogue, because this is how we get better, period, as people, is just by talking about stuff. And we should have an open dialogue. There's too many of us not talking, and that's part of why there's so much anger. But with that being said, I don't want to get too preachy. A lot of people were upset that a lot of people were upset that people were upset. Does that make sense? So people were upset that they hired Chris Doyle for obvious reasons. And then people were upset that people were upset about the hire of Chris Doyle. And that was because people feel like, oh, the man should get a second chance. People should get second chances, blah, 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 blah. All right. I do believe people do deserve second chances, okay? This is where it gets stupid, though. I don't believe that you get a promotion. Like, your second chance shouldn't be a better situation, right? You shouldn't go from Iowa strength and conditioning coach to an NFL special performance strength and conditioning coach, whatever the title was, right? That's a promotion. I don't agree on that one. And for Urban Meyer to think that he can pull this off, it really pissed me off. And let me tell you why. Because if you're a true Jaguar fan, all we harp on is getting respect from a national perspective, okay? And to me, and I'm going to only speak for myself, This reeked of arrogance. And it came off like, especially by Urban Meyer, because he said he vetted him. He's known him for 20 years, vetted him, and we're just going to have to trust him. What are you talking about, Urban? Like, you're not doing us a favor. Like, you made the step up. You came out of retirement and you made the step up to the NFL. You're not doing the Jaguars a favor. Okay, you have an opportunity that you need to seize the moment with. You have stuff to prove to the Jaguars, not vice versa. Right? So, with that being said, it just infuriates me because it lets me know what kind of person he is. And I question that coming in. He's a great football coach, at least in college. Great football coach. My problem with him is, what about those 30 some odd arrests? And it was probably more than that at Florida. And you kind of ditched Florida when the shit hit the fan. What about you knowing about the domestic abuse situation at Florida and deciding it's cool, let me go to Ohio State, get a head coaching gig, and you know what, while I'm in, let me get my homie that beats on his wife, allegedly, of course, and taking him and hiring him at Ohio State until it blew up in your face, and then you unceremoniously were let go at Ohio State. Well, excuse me, not unceremoniously let go. He retired, citing medical reasons. And as far as I can tell, the medical reasons are legit. But you got to wonder about a guy that, every time stuff gets bad, he has to go, if you know what I mean. And so your first act not your first act, that's too strong. But one of your first acts as head coach is to go and hire a guy that's in the news for racial insensitivity, or however you want to put it, racial discrimination. And your response is, I've known him for 20 years. Y'all should just trust me on it. We don't trust you, Urban. Like, you ain't earned nobody's trust. So I'm not going to, make the video too long, but I'm hype about the Jaguars and the direction we go. We got all the cap room in the world, all the draft picks in the world. From a pure football perspective, I'm hype about where this team's going. I am concerned about where this team's going under that man's leadership. He does a good job of recruiting talent, and that's about it. But you're not recruiting talent here. These are grown-ass men. Like you were hired to kind of give, to kind of help us start over and bring a name to the Jaguars so that we can start getting eyeballs here and help restore the respectability we're constantly fighting for. I don't think you did us a favor. In fact, you did us a disservice. I'm pissed about it personally. And Chris Doyle resigned. I don't believe he resigned. I think they had a discussion and thought that it would be best for him to state he resigned. It saved him embarrassment, made him sort of look like a sympathetic figure. It was the best thing for him. So I don't appreciate it. Let me know how you guys feel, Jags fans, but I'm concerned. I'm concerned about the kind of team we're going to field under that man's leadership. Hopefully we got enough high character guys that are already on the roster, but obviously, we have to bring a lot on board. And I'm just curious as to what kind of team he's going to build. And is he going to stick it out for the long run? Or is he going to create a mess like he's done and bounce? All right? Questions, comments, let me know. Please click the link, subscribe for more videos, and check me out, all right?